Localizing your content allows your organization to expand its reach to a new audience, build credibility, and increase sales. It also helps you build loyalty among existing customers. In another common sense advisory survey, half of senior executives said they believe localization leads to profitability and growth. Choosing a localization provider. Multimedia localization. There are many different types of media, including entertainment, education, and commercial content. Technology is challenging to keep track of the ways in which it influences our lives, so why limit your initiative to a single global audience? With the help of 24x7 Offshoring's skilled multimedia localization services, you can reach any worldwide audience and strengthen your brand. Services for multimedia localization in any language. There are several parts to multimedia localization services. The word multimedia itself refers to everything from video to audio and beyond. The individual components of a project have a significant influence on the final product. A guaranteed strategy to guarantee that overseas audiences get an experience as authentic and comparable as the initial audience is to localize as many of these essential elements as you can. Due to the fact that multimedia localization services encompass the full project rather than a single isolated component, there aren't many businesses that are qualified to manage them. 24x7 Offshoring, fortunately, offers a wide range of services, including voiceover, translation, and subtitles. We can take on whatever project you have and make sure it is optimized for any worldwide audience. We never automate anything. We exclusively carry out human-made and handcrafted localizations. Relying on machine manufacturing ensures low quality. We spend more time to get superior outcomes. Why 24x7 Offshoring for multimedia localization? As a generic word, multimedia projects refers to anything that uses or relies on media. There are many projects that might benefit from multimedia localization services to effectively adapt material to a new worldwide market, regardless of whether you work on radio, television, or internet-based projects. Given the breadth of skills we provide throughout our portfolio of multimedia localization services, our knowledge in this sector is unmatched. Excellent options for content localization are presented by voiceover, subtitles, and translations. Build your bundle around your needs so that you may change the work we conduct in accordance with your budget. Translation. Services of translation are required. 24x7 Offshoring prepared to assist. We provide the industry's broadest range of language services. We also operate a 24-hour internet presence. This means that we are constantly accessible and prepared to meet all your translation needs. With the help of our human translation services, your company contracts, movie screenplays, and legal papers will be prepared to dominate global marketplaces. How can I tell whether a translation service is human? Information is converted from one language to another during translation. The process of communicating a message from a source language to a target language using a trained professional who is fluent in both dialects is known as human translation. Using translation services at 24x7 Offshoring gives you the chance to communicate with a global audience. Additionally, using human translation services can enable your company to expand globally on a level never previously possible. Humans comprehend human beings. More than simply the words on the page are read by human translators. Human translators are capable of reading purpose, voice inflection, and need. We think that all communication originates from the heart, whether it is the heart of a business or the heart of a person. Additionally, we think that the best way to preserve the heart of each translation is through human translation. What does a translator actually do? Both the source and target languages of a translation are read and understood by a skilled translator. But more significantly, a skilled translator conveys cultural ideas rather than just words. A translator transfers a message's words and meaning into one or more target languages while adhering to proper grammar and syntax. Some text goes here. What distinguishes Date Translations as the top language company? That is our human component, then. Our specialists are fluent in the terminology unique to your circumstance and are native speakers of your target language. Interpretation. You could require interpreting services for a variety of settings, such as sizable conferences, unofficial gatherings, court cases, doctor's appointments, in-person contacts, and phone conversations. Participants who don't speak or understand the native language might benefit greatly from interpreters. To guarantee a great experience for your participants and a fruitful relationship for everyone, TransPerfect may provide in-person, video, or phone-based interpreters for your engagements. Why 24/7 offshoring for interpretation services? Consecutive interpretation. Consecutive interpretation is frequently used to assist conversations between persons who speak two or more languages in one-on-one or small group contexts. After pausing to let the interpreter speak, the original speaker then translates the other party's response before continuing. When in-person contacts are not feasible, we also have the capacity to deliver sequential interpretation remotely. Our interpreters are pros at accurately and effectively communicating meaning. On-site interpretation. When two or more languages are required and the audience has diverse linguistic needs, simultaneous interpretation is typically employed for major conferences and meetings. Interpreters are segregated in booths and listen to the speaker through a headset in a practice known as UN-style interpretation. They speak the translation into a microphone, and the audience members receive it wirelessly using headphones. We can provide the highly skilled and experienced interpreters, sophisticated technology, and simultaneous conference interpretation services that not all interpreters are capable of providing. Additionally, we have the technological means to offer simultaneous interpretation both locally and remotely. 3. Conference translation services. Everything you need for effective international face-to-face or virtual meetings is available from 24/7 Offshoring's Conference Services Department, including in-person and online video conferencing, simultaneous, sequential, whispered, or escorted American Sign Language, ASL, interpreting services are available on site. Closed captions or assistive listening devices for hearing impaired viewers, presentations and messages from attendees are all included in the translation of conference materials. For virtual conferences, recorded interpretation and other media-based options are available. Each meeting has a designated specialty event manager. As an addition to your event planning team, this individual assists. Our first concern is making sure that your meetings go well and achieve your